welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ann and this is All the Budgeting. And on this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, cash condensings, budget with me's, and then I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that's interesting, I hope you stick around, like, comment, share, all of those things. Okay, so today's video, we are closing out March. Hard to believe, March is already over. And because it is the end of the first quarter, I'm also going to do a quarterly debt update. So yeah, all right, so let's get into it. So we'll start with my monthly budget. So for my paychecks, no surprise, those came in exactly at what I thought they would. I am paid salary, so there's not usually any surprise there. And then I did bring in $248 for side hustle income. So my total income for the month was $8,152. And then my fixed bills and expenses came in for my first paycheck a little $3 more. My second paycheck exactly what I thought, and then about $39 in side hustle bills. That is going up next month because I am launching affiliate marketing, and so there's some expenses related to that of the website hosting and email sequence and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely going to be going up, but hopefully the income will also be going up shortly thereafter. So, okay, so I expected my total bills and my total bills to be about $6,274. They were $6,316 instead. And then if we go to the second page, so my spending revolving, that came in about what I expected. I never do any budgeting for my side hustle income or sinking funds, so that's just always added. So I did have $100 going to taxes. So yeah, my total was $100 more. But then as per usual, I did put more into my sinking funds than I planned, and that is because of rollover. So if you are new here, whatever I don't spend from from grocery, from spending, from gas, from what I budget for bills, all of that, anything that I don't spend, I put towards my sinking funds for the next paycheck. So I always do end up putting more in to my sinking funds than I had planned. So you can see I only planned to put $100 into sinking funds, but I ended up putting $524 in, which is great. So all right, so moving on, then the next thing we're going to do is the closeout. So I'm looking at what did I start the month with and what did I end the month with in my envelopes. All right, so for emergency fund, started with 16, ended with 16. I did have to dip into it, so that's why. So that is a wash. Health, I started with 330, ending with 460, so that obviously went up 130. Extra week started with 330, ended with 430, so that went up 100. Extra debt started with 90, ended with 90, so that stayed the same. Remember, I'm not actually contributing to that envelope right now. Instead, I'm making payments to the AC unit, directly. So that's gonna kind of stay the same for a little bit. So home maintenance started with 545, ended with 575, so that went up 30. Home improvement started with 185, ended with 215, so also went up 30. And then same with home maintenance, started with 385, ended with 415, so up 30. Now, pet care started with 130, ended with 60, so that is down 70. Electronics started with 105, ended with 110, so that went up 5. Subscriptions started with $310, ended with $380, so that went up 70. Vacation started with $330, ended with $355, so up 25. Christmas and holiday dinner both started $130, ending $155, so up 25 for both of them. And then same with gifts. Yep, that's gifts. Started with $175, ending with $200, so up 25. Entertainment started with $65, ending with $20, so that went down 45. Clothes started with $35, ended with $50, so up 15. Beauty started with $65, ending with $80, so up 15. Miscellaneous started with $60, ending with $10, so minus $50. And then new car, new house started with $25, ending with $40, so up $15 for both of them. And then planner stuff started with $55, ending with $70, up $15. Taxes started with $242, ending with $342, so up $100. And then subscriptions started with $604, ending with $473 because one did come due. So that actually went down $131. All right, so now I'm going to total up all of these ending balances to see what I'm closing out. So I'm going to speed this part up just a little bit. Okay, so I am ending with $6,325. And if I subtract what I started with, so that is an overall increase of $374. So not too bad. Okay, so now I'm going to lasso this ending balance because next I'm going to calculate my net worth. So let me take that. And paste it in here. If you are new here, this digital planner is available in my Etsy shop. I do have that linked below. It is also available as a printable version as well as paperback on Amazon. So all of that is linked in the description below. Okay, so I started, so last month I crossed over the 100,000 net worth mark, which was very exciting. So last month my net worth was $100,808. And so per usual, I have pre-populated these totals to kind of help facilitate this. So as we just calculated my total in my envelopes, I am estimating my house to be valued at about $215,000 right now. That's based on Zillow. My car, based on Kelley Blue Book, my trade-in value is estimated at $26,652. And then my 401k balance as of today is $63,986. So let's add these up to get my total assets. So 6,325 plus 215,000 plus 26,652 plus 6,3,986. So that is total assets of $311,963. I always like to just double count this. Yep. Okay. Then over to my liabilities. So these are all balances as of today. So my current balance on my bankruptcy is $65,835. My AC unit, 2,386. It's really hard. That's what I'm estimating it at. I actually think it's a bit lower, and I'll let you know why in a little bit. But it's not like a line of credit that I go in and I see my current balance and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lease to own arrangement. So it's just a little bit different. But that's what I'm estimating, and that's probably an overestimation. But, we do the best we can. So then my current, what I owe currently on my mortgage is $126,758. For my car loan, $5,991, and my medical bill, $721. So let's add this up. So 65835 plus 2386 plus 12675. Oops, see, I already did wrong. So 65835 plus 2386 plus 126758 plus 5991 plus 721 minus 71 plus 721. This calculator is so finicky. All right, so total liabilities, 201,691. Let's just redo that. This calculator is so goofy. Maybe I need a new one. $201,691. Yep. Okay. And so now to get my net worth, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So 311,963 minus 201,691. Okay. So my new net worth is $110,272. And so I got to get the dollar change. So I'm going to subtract last month's net worth from this month. So there we go, minus 100,808. So that was an increase of $9,464. And now to get the percentage change, I'm going to divide the amount change by last month's. So 9,464 divided by 100,808. So that is about a 9% increase in net worth. Not bad for 1 month. I will take it. All right. Okay, so as I mentioned, since this is the end of the quarter, I like to do a debt payoff update. So first I'll show these sheets that I have in my planner, debt payoff plan, where I kind of figure out where am I going to end up with at the end of the year for each debt. And this is, this is based on I'm only paying, what you see in this payment, right? So for my medical plan, it's $25 a month. I don't get charged interest. So if I only pay that $25 by the end of the year, I will look to have a balance of $496. And then I wanted to see at the start of the year, what is I ending the year with? And then each quarter, how does that change? And so we see no change here. I'm going to show you a different view where I have a debt snowball calculation, where you're going to see that I should be done paying this in a couple months, because after I pay off the AC unit, then it all goes towards this. So, but we're just, figuring this out this way. Okay, and then for my AC unit, so if I pay this off before July, I will save 30%, okay? And so that's why you see the two different numbers. So the top number is what I'm calculating without the 30%, and then the bottom number is with the 30%. But again, I'm gonna show you when I show you my debt payoff, the debt snowball, that currently my payoff balance is a few $100s less than this. So that's why I think that my total balance is less than what I think. But I don't know. I can't figure out what exactly I owe on it. It's just a little confusing. So even if it was this amount though, with just paying the $581 that I'm currently paying, which is the regular payment plus any additional money I have, I will be done paying this in June. So I will get that 30%, because if I ended up with just, a couple $100, I would dip into my emergency fund to get that 30% savings. Because if it goes to July, then I only save 20%. So I definitely want to pay it off by June or earlier if I can, to save as much as I can. Okay. So that will definitely be paid off. And then for my car, so you can see that, the amount, the payment doesn't change, but what I calculate here in this payment is what is the difference between the starting balance and the ending balance with the interest and all that kind of stuff. So, but I pay the same payment every time. But then I calculate the rest of the year based on that new payment, because you can see it doesn't usually go down. It usually just keeps going up, that I increase the amount that I'm decreasing my balance by, if that makes sense. So at the beginning of the year, it looked like at the end of this year, I would have a balance of $1,341, but now it's looking like, again, if I make no additional payments other than this, I would end the year with a balance of $1,257. And then finally, my bankruptcy, no difference here. Start of the year, and currently it's looking like I will end the year with a balance of $48,555. So, all right, but as I mentioned, I have this debt snowball calculation. So what this is I'm kind of calculating if I didn't make any additional payments, right? How many months until it's paid off? And so that's what you see here. And then what are the payments before they start snowballing, which is based on the total number of months. So here, because I'm working on Mycroft, right, that's 0. And so I am paying on top of my payment of $268. That's my just minimum payment. I am making additional payments of $583, okay? And so this is saying then, with this applied, how many months until it's paid off? So it's looking like I will be able to pay that off in May. And so this $1,285, I emailed them for a payoff quote like a week ago. This is what they're saying I owe. And so that's why I'm saying it's less, because what I calculated is $1,672. So this is about $400 less, which is pretty great. I will take it. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pay this off in May. We'll see. So then once that's paid off, then everything is going to go towards my medical bill, right? So both, I don't know. Okay. I have to check my calculation actually, because that is not 583 plus 268. I need to check that calculation. So, but it's looking like I'll have my medical bill paid off the next month, and then actually my car by October. So I am looking to, before the end of the year, have only the bankruptcy left to pay off, which is pretty great. And then the bankruptcy right now, looking like I will have that paid off in March of 2025. It is a 5-year repayment, which then that would be November, December of 2026. So this would be, a year and 3/4 early. I'm hoping to actually be able to pay it off in 2024. I would love to be able to pay it off in 3 years, not 5, but we'll see. I'd be happy with this though too. So that is, where I'm looking. So I'll show you that, each quarter. All right, so finally, we're just going to look ahead to my April budget. Okay, so it's going to look pretty much the same as my March planned budget, right? So I only ever plan for my paychecks, so $3,952. I didn't do my totals, but and then for my bills out of each paycheck, This is what that's looking like. For my spending revolving funds, these are all standard, so no differences there. 600 for groceries, 400 for spending, 200 for hair, 100 emergency, 130 for health, 100 for extra week. And so then again, based on this, I only have about $100 maybe a little more, to put into no, it is $100 to put into sinking funds. But again, I add that rollover, so I always have more going into my sinking funds than I had planned. All right, so that is it for my budget closeout for March. So next up will be my first paycheck of April, and so that will be coming at you next week. All right, thanks everyone. I hope you have a great week.